Hello, my name is Soyeon Ji and my major is Triple I and student number is 2019111222. So from now on, I will start my presentation today. Find me a video that Doyeon Ji uploaded in the YouTube, please. When you first heard these sentences, start searching the video. Can you guess how many seconds will it take? As I personally counted, it was different from person to person, but it took about 10 seconds average. We're living in a world where information exchange occurs actively and immediately. So, marketing strategies are also as correspond with information age. Therefore, today I will talk about marketing strategies which are perfect for the information age. The presentation order will be explained with information from digital age and the need of marketing strategy based on it, followed by nudge, empathy, UGC, and co-creation with each examples. What's information age? This term applies in 1980s when the movement of information was faster than the physical movement. The internet connects the production and consumption of knowledge by skipping the limits of time and space. There used to be a lot of one-way information media such as newspapers and TV. However, today, technologies that enable real-time information exchange such as smartphones, live platforms, real-time reviews are deeply involved in everyday life. This means that digital age requires a fundamental change from a way of communicating with consumers. Consumers can now join forces for demanding to companies when they want. The growing influence of consumers in digital age has dropped deep concerns about how companies should accurately understand the digital age and apply cultural phenomena of digital age to business models. To make this possible, there are 4 important cultural phenomena that we can call consumer codes or marketing strategies. The first marketing strategy we call the nudge. Nudge is a way of inducing people to make better choices with soft intervention without coercion. When companies force them to do certain things in digital world, people exhibit behavior that is directly opposed to what they want. There are 3 reasons why this physiology appears. First, because of effects of anonymity. Consumers can feel more free from digital world because they don't need physical contact on face-to-face. Secondly, thanks to the development of the internet, the accumulation has changed from being a company to a consumer. Now people add their own interpretation with advertised message they get from companies and share them with others. Finally, the consumers does not recognize that the consumer has simply consumed the content unilaterally. It is possible to explain this physiology as reactance. I want to explain the wisdom of company using consumer physiology as an example. Why has YouTube made the skip button even if it's the main resource of their revenue? According to an article published by consumer psychologist Everett and his colleagues in 2002, an experiment using forced pop ads found that the consumers against forced exposure. He also found that this negative attitude was transferred to the product. In other words, companies spend money on advertising, but consumers tend to lose their image of the company in a negative way. So, it is important for companies to maintain advertising that does not infringe on consumers' freedom. In this way, the nudge strategy allows consumers to act in the direction of companies' profit or make decisions and participate actively in marketing campaigns created by companies. Will you buy a garbage bag if you have one? Of course, it's hard to get a garbage bag. However, Freytag, a global company, has invested in this stereotype with its second strategy of marketing, the empathy. Marcus Freytag, the founder of Freytag, tried to make an eco-friendly bag regardless of weather. This kind of inspiration comes up on his mind when he first saw the waterproof cloth of the truck around his house. When he makes a bag, he sticks to waterproof clothes for more than 5 years, rather than just any waterproof of the cloth. Ordinary waterproof clothes can be thrown away after not using 5 years, so he tried to protect the environment with a waterproof cloth for more than 5 years. The new waterproof cloth is better for the company in terms of profitability, but he has not broken this principle to protect the integrity of the company when it was first founded. If he had used a new waterproof cloth, there would have been no point in the materials ethnicity talk. Brands naturally acquire authenticity through the environmentally friendly materials of their products. Bags with each episode will be handed down to the consumers as a kind of history and will be reborn as products with their own unique identity. Thus, Freitag is a successful example of a product incorporating a true story that shows empathy. So, why is empathy so important in digital age? First of all, if consumers have access to limited information in the past, they can now access information that covers the company's secret through the internet and can confirm whether the company's identity is true or false. The second reason, people feel tired that they are surrounded by so many false information. Under these circumstances, the Paris digital detox can be seen as a buzzword to keep away from the flood of internet information and healing the mind and body. Third, the number of consumers interested in honest companies doing valuable global work has exploded. Lastly, fourth, in the digital world, netizens actively try to speak out. Due to these changes in environment, the digital generation considers the authenticity of company or company's product more important than the price and the quality of the product. In the digital world, people voluntarily create, distribute, and shares publicity images related to objects that they feel affection for, and they even enjoy this. A wise company understands this UGC culture well, and it plans to make active use of it in a way that suits them. GoPro can be a good example of this. GoPro is a company that manufactures small digital cameras. GoPro had 3 strategies that enable consumers to voluntarily create and share UGCs. First, they tried to provide as many opportunities as possible. For example, Marriott Hotel is partnering with GoPro to provide free action cameras to consumers stay at the hotel. Then naturally, consumers uploaded stories about their adventures in video format, similar to YouTube. Second, the company does not hold a special events to encourage consumers to post their videos aggressively. Instead, many influencers naturally upload their videos. Third, they selected the impressive video that consumers uploaded and asked them if they could use it. Consumers like that people react with their videos, so they have taken more and more videos with unique and wonderful scenes in order to make GoPro reselect their videos. GoPro is a company that understands the digital UGC culture and applies it almost perfectly to its marketing activities. Innovation happens everywhere, but there is simply more elsewhere than here. A sentence about innovation told by Ron Goldsman and Richard Gabriel, who works for a global management consulting firm. It means innovation is more likely to happen outside of your company than inside of your company. There are 3 important benefits that companies can enjoy when they effectively use co-creation strategy of the digital world. First, working together is better. It means that if a company partners a lot of consumers and creates products and services with them, it could be better. Second, working together is faster. Through the platform, You can quickly find what you need out of the bunches of the ideas and quickly create new products and content that reflect it. And third, it costs almost nothing. Collaborative creation in the digital age is the most cost-effective method. A digital platform gives you good ideas from a variety of consumers. Starbucks is a good example of a company that maximizes benefits. Starbucks faced a decline in sales due to the economic slump on 2007 to 2008, and unlike its previous strategy, they wanted to make an innovative change with external help. Starbucks founder and CEO Howard has created a four-step collaborative creation platform called My Starbucks Idea Project, thinking that consumers are consulting partners with new ideas. In the first stage we call sharing, the ideas of consumers are shared. In the second stage we call vote, pros and cons are talked about the idea. Third, the discuss stage, which is most important. The first and the second stage do not differentiate themselves from the other general companies that are running the platform. But through this process, they focused on discussing individual ideas with consumers and focused on discussing and strengthening communication with them. This helped solidify the foundation of existing Starbucks customers. Through this process, consumers will feel like they have accomplished something, and Starbucks will be listening with interest to the opinions of individual customers. In the final stage of the study, we call C, the reasons why adopted ideas and non-adopted ideas was clearly stated. Starbucks has received a lot of participants on this platform and has produced good results for them. Fast track orders such as Americano are an idea that came from customers too, as well as highly successful Mocha Coconut Frappuccino which was a big hit menu, and Starbucks was the first cafe in North America to offer free Wi-Fi. Although the economic downturn continued 2 years after implementing their strategies, Starbucks' performance grew more than 4% year-on-year. If you want collaborative creation through Starbucks' success story, you will not only get creative ideas from your consumers, but also create deep-level communication opportunities with them. I am confident that companies that understand the cultural physiology of the digital age and effectively implement the four strategies mentioned can succeed in the digital world, which we call place of opportunity. Thank you for listening today.